Hi everyone, and welcome to this pick a card reading. So, I know it has been a while since I have uploaded a pick a card reading. I have been very busy with other parts of my life, but I am going to see about trying to upload more often. I feel like I have in a way sort of been running out of ideas, but anyway, with this pick a card reading is about how you can overcome obstacles in this connection. As always, this is going to be primarily directed towards romantic connections, but you can watch this reading and ask about any sort of connection at all, and you can maybe ignore any kind of like romantic or love related stuff that I mention in this reading. So I've got 5 different options here, numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Go ahead and use your intuition. Think about the person who you're asking about, who's a part of this connection, and pick the pile that you are the most drawn to. Before I get started with this reading, I would like to take a look at the overall advice, overall guidance for all of the piles, for everyone who is drawn to watch this reading. This is some advice to, just very general advice to help you overcome obstacles in this connection that you're asking about, or maybe even in connections in your life in general. So firstly, with these cards, you have the 8 of Swords. So a lot of you here are, of course, feeling very hopeless is the word that's jumping out to me about this connection that you're asking about because of these obstacles, which is why, of course, I'm sure you are watching this reading to get some advice on how to overcome them. And with this card, 8 of Swords does talk about feeling like you are powerless, like you can't do anything, but that is very far from the truth. With the New Home card at the bottom as well, this serves as advice. This card says moving is a step in the right direction for you. And so to me, this card is giving me a feeling of moving in general, like taking action to solve the obstacles, to remove the obstacles yourself, to fix any problems in this connection is very important, because with this card, that is the right direction to go in here, is to be able to know that you have the power to get rid of these obstacles. You have the power to resolve any problems, any issues, and all it takes is a little bit of action on your part here, especially action when it comes to communication with express your love here. Like I mentioned, this doesn't have to be about a romantic connection in particular, but this card does talk of communication. It talks of making some sort of gesture towards someone to show them that you care. And so that may be important here, is that to help remove obstacles, you kind of communicate with this person in this connection with you better. You maybe do things or tell them how much you appreciate them, how much you love them, that sort of thing. Being more expressive, and like I said, just taking action here to resolve obstacles, really mainly through communication with this kind of overall energy here, just communicating and being expressive about how you feel, being expressive of that you care about this person, you want to remove these obstacles, you want to fix problems here. And with spiritual connection, I feel like a lot of you do have spiritual connections with these people who you're asking about, strong connections, and so of course that draws you to want to improve them. You want to, keep the connection intact with that person, and you want to feel very positive and happy about the connection. And I feel this card is also important to be a reminder of knowing that no matter what happens with this connection, that you are blessed, that positive things will come for you, whether this connection works out or not, whether the obstacles are removed or not, that everything will be okay is kind of what this card is saying. It's kind of advice to remember and to remind yourself of here. So that is all I have to say with the overall advice here with these cards. Now I'm going to go ahead and get into pile number 1. So If you are still deciding which pile you want, go ahead and pause the video, but I'm going to go ahead and begin. Alright, hello to everyone who chose option number 1. So, let's go ahead and see how you can remove these obstacles in this connection. This is going to be advice from Spirit here on how you can do that, on the best way you can do that in this particular connection you're asking about. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First card here is Treasure Island reversed. So with Treasure Island reversed, this card, I read this card different ways, but what I'm feeling for this pile, for this reading that I'm doing now, is that you may be kind of ignoring some potential here with this person. You may not be able to see the positive with this person, and yeah, you may just be focusing a lot more on the negative, or you are just not seeing any positives at all. But I feel for a lot of you it's probably a over-focus on the negative here with Treasure Island in reverse, and yeah, just thinking too much about the obstacles that are here, the problems that are here in this connection. I feel like you may be thinking a bit too much about those with that card, and this is kind of advice to maybe ease your mind here and to kind of put your focus on the positive and focus more on the positive than the negative and the obstacles here, and that'll help you kind of remove some of those obstacles, because some of those obstacles could possibly for some of you be obstacles that you think are there that are not actually there because you are overthinking in a negative way, and so you perceive certain obstacles to be in this connection when they're not really there. Could be for some of you. And then you've got the power. Use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. So this is definitely very important when it comes to removing obstacles in this connection, is knowing that you can remove obstacles in this connection, knowing that you have the power, like exactly like this card says, you have the abilities to resolve this situation and you can do it. And maybe if you don't believe that, you need to affirm it to yourself until you do believe it here. So that could be advice to just use positive affirmations. Once again, focusing on the positive, being positive will really help you remove these obstacles here, and knowing that, like I mentioned, that you can remove these obstacles, that you have the power to remove obstacles that are actually there, and yeah, also even remove obstacles that you perceive to be there when they're not, because you can remove those obstacles by seeing things more positively, focusing on the positive, and so you're less thinking about the negative and you're not kind of, I guess, forming obstacles that aren't there in actuality in your mind, like kind of illusions in a sense, like having the illusion of obstacles being there when there's not. But like I mentioned, take that if it may resonate for you. Then we have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Yeah, I definitely feel there's a good portion of you who are experiencing perceived obstacles here. You have the abilities, you have what it takes to make whatever it is you want to happen here happen, that you feel like there's obstacles to get to that. You feel like there's obstacles to get to what you want when there's actually not, and it's sort of a illusion, sort of a kind of, in a way, you're deceiving yourself by believing that there are problems here when there's not, and you may just be overthinking in a more negative way here. With the deception card, deception could be that one of the obstacles here is actual deception, either on this other person's part or on your part. And if it is on your part here, if you know that you have been deceptive, maybe you pretend to be someone you're not, or you are lying, then the advice here would to definitely stop doing that and to be honest, to be truthful, and to because that could definitely be an obstacle that you have created here possibly. You'll know for your own situation if you have maybe been lying or been deceiving this person. Anything like that is definitely going to be an obstacle to this connection moving forward, and so it's important to be honest with this card. Also, if deception is on the other person's end, it's important to use your intuition to correctly decide if this person is, being deceptive and, lying, that sort of thing, using your intuition properly here. And then we have focus on love, and we have romance. Focus on love, like I was mentioning with Treasure Island, reversed. I feel that you're focusing less on the love and more on the negative. And this card is advice to, of course, focus more on the love, focus on the positive. Look for the good in this person, look for the good in this connection. I feel that a lot of you with these cards, with this sort of theme being here, are thinking too negatively about this person, about this connection, thinking that there are a bunch of obstacles, that you can't get what you want, when you can. You can get what you want. You can get what you want here. You can have the power to make what you want to happen in this connection happen. With the romance card, you don't have to be asking about a romantic connection, but this card talks about just really showing the person that you're asking about in this connection with you that you care about them, and that will help remove obstacles here with this card by being expressive. This is kind of in the overall energy for everyone watching this reading of expressing your love, expressing the fact that you care about this person, expressing the fact to this person that you want to remove obstacles here, that you want to get rid of these problems that are actually here. And just being positive about this person, being positive about this connection, and expressing positivity and love to this person is very important for removing these obstacles. And then we have the Tower reversed. With the Tower reversed here, with this card, Tower reversed typically talks of wanting to avoid something bad from happening. So I feel a lot of you here, obviously you want to remove obstacles, to maybe rebuild things here if you feel things between you and this other person, this connection, have kind of maybe fallen apart in a sense. And with the Tower in reverse, it goes along with the main theme here of thinking about the worst, thinking the worst will happen, thinking that everything will just fall apart and nothing will work out, when things here can work out and they can, go into the direction that you want them to go here with this person and this connection. And you have the power to make things go in whatever direction you want them to go in. But with this energy of focusing too much on the negative when it comes to this connection, this person, and not looking more towards the positive, not focusing on the positive, not expressing, the positive to this person here, maybe not expressing other things, not being completely honest for some of you here. All of that will really help this connection, is just being honest, being positive, using the abilities that you have to solve whatever obstacles are here, whatever problems are here, and not having this fear of things falling apart, of everything breaking apart, that sort of thing is very important. It's definitely hard to not be fearful. It's hard to focus on the positive all the time, and no one can focus on the positive all the time. But I feel that in order to remove these obstacles in this connection, you have to focus on the positive. You have to be positive. You can't constantly over-focus on what's going bad here, on what the obstacles are here, on what the problems are here, because it will make you feel less and less more and more powerless, and like you have less power when you actually have a lot of power here to remove these obstacles, to make this connection into what you want it to be. And so, like I said, the main thing that you can really do here is honest and, loving, caring communication with this person. I think communication is probably the really big thing here that will remove these obstacles when it comes to like an action that you take towards this person, this connection you're with. Communication and being positive, looking for the good in this person and the good in this connection rather than, like I mentioned, looking for the bad or focusing on the bad here is very important. And the more you see the positive and the more you think positively and feel positively, the more positive you will actually attract into your life, into this connection. And so that's what I'm seeing for these cards here, for how you can remove these obstacles in this connection. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video and subscribe. That's all I have for you today. Bye. Okay, hello to everyone who chose pile number 2. So, how can you remove the obstacles in this connection? This is some advice from Spirit on how you can do that I'm going to give to you through my cards. So let's go ahead and get started with it. First card, speaking of Spirit, we have Higher Power in reverse. So whether you do believe, well, first off, if you do believe in a higher power, I'll use Spirit just as a, I guess, very all-encompassing word here. You may not be in touch with your higher power here, with Spirit, and you need to kind of foster your connection with Spirit in order to help improve your connection with this person. Yeah, because the higher power card in this deck, it talks about a connection with Spirit. It talks about being connected with the higher power and relying on a higher power to help you, to guide you. And so I think that for some of you, you may be not relying on a higher power, relying on Spirit, if you do believe in one, to kind of help guide you through this connection, help guide you through these obstacles and guide you through solving them and removing these obstacles. If you do not believe in a higher power, with this card, this may be about listening to just your intuition. Listening to your intuition, and even for people who do believe in higher power, intuition and just listening and paying attention to the messages that you're getting from a higher power or from yourself is very important here. And I feel a lot of you are kind of maybe ignoring messages that would help you remove obstacles here, ignoring certain signs and messages that you're getting to kind of guide you in the right direction here with that card in reverse. So next two cards, you have Assertiveness and we have Daughter. With Daughter here, it could be possible that an obstacle or maybe just the obstacle here has to do with a daughter or maybe just children in general. But with the Daughter here, I feel that this card, I typically read it as playfulness, and so being playful and like with this person in this connection, being lighthearted and maybe being not super serious will kind of help resolve obstacles here. It could be possible that one of the obstacles here is due to seriousness. It is due to taking things in this connection or in other parts of your lives here very seriously, and so that kind of maybe brings down the connection. Just as an example, it doesn't have to be the obstacle or an obstacle in your connection specifically, but I hope you get what I mean when I say being lighthearted here, being playful in this connection, and being less serious, being more fun, I guess more childlike in the sense of just being playful, enjoying your time together. And that'll help remove obstacles here, as well as you being assertive. This card says stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. That's what assertiveness really is. Assertiveness is standing up for yourself. It is not backing down from what you believe in. It's only, don't say yes all the time. If you truly don't want to say yes, if you truly don't want to do something, don't tell someone you want to do it or that you will do it when you don't really want to. That sort of thing is assertiveness. It's being assertive, and I feel this is not aggressiveness. Assertiveness is never aggressiveness towards this person, but I feel when it comes to this connection with this person, you need to stand up for what you believe in. You need to stand up for what you want. Maybe directly tell this person what you want. Like I mentioned with the not saying like yes, like this card says, if you don't want to, not telling someone that you don't mind doing something for them when you really do mind, that sort of thing. I feel it's important to help resolve obstacles here is just being assertive about, wanting to solve these obstacles, being assertive about wanting to fix problems in this connection, being assertive about anything in this connection towards this person. But like I said, not aggressive, just assertive, standing up for yourself, that sort of thing. Then we have religious factors. So yeah, with this along with assertiveness, it could be possible that an obstacle here is differing beliefs between you two. It doesn't have to be religious, but it could be really any kind of differing beliefs, and that's where the assertiveness comes in, is standing up for your beliefs and not backing down from what you believe in just because maybe this person believes something different or thinks something different. That's very important to moving obstacles here and making this connection work. I'm seeing with these cards coming up here. Your religious factors, I feel, just being assertive about your beliefs, your values, your opinions, not being aggressive about it, not forcing this person to believe the same thing as you, but standing up for what you believe in, because you have the right to believe in what you believe in, and this person has the right to believe what they believe and think what they think. And so those cards definitely go together when it comes to solving obstacles, is specifically when it comes to communication, being assertive, when it comes to what you believe in, your values, that sort of thing. Then we have love makes the difference. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. So with this card here, I'm seeing with this card, possibly, once again, obstacles could be due to past hurts here in other relationships or other connections, either for one of you or for both of you here, and that's kind of damaged. One of your, I don't know the right way to word it, but one person or both persons' self-esteem here could be lower, could be damaged from past hurts. It doesn't necessarily have to be past hurts when it comes to love, but it could be past hurts when it comes to family or friends or anything. And I feel that with this connection, I feel like you can both help each other heal and help each other feel better, feel more confident. It could be specifically, since this is advice for you, to be confident and to maybe work on your self-confidence. If being assertive and standing up for yourself is something that you struggle with, it could be due to your self-confidence. And so take that if it resonates, that you may feel like your self-worth, your self-confidence is a little low, and that could be something that by you working on that and improving that, you can help improve this connection, because you can then be assertive and you can stand up for what you believe in, that sort of thing here. And then we have the Nine of Wands, rest and reconsider. So with the Nine of Wands here, once again, Nine of Wands, to me, I typically read Nine of Wands as a bit of a defensiveness card. And so I feel like being a bit defensive could be good for you here, being a bit assertive. Once again, it goes along with the self-worth, self-love, and being able to be assertive and defensive and kind of put up boundaries. I think that's what it's called. Boundaries are important when it comes to connections with anyone, really. And so I feel like maybe establishing those boundaries is really important for removing the obstacles here and for improving this connection, improving any problems here. Also, with this card in this deck does say rest and reconsider. And so I feel that maybe taking a time out to really, maybe taking a break from this connection, if maybe you're a bit overwhelmed with it, or just taking time out to really think about this connection, think about these obstacles, and consider what your options are for solving them. Consider what you can do to make things better here, what you can do to maybe help the other person if maybe they struggle with their self-worth or have been hurt in the past, those sort of things. Or what you can reconsider and think about what you can do to be more assertive and to stand up for your beliefs. But also with the religious factors, I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but it does talk about, having your own beliefs and respecting other people's beliefs. And so, yeah, I think I mentioned that with assertiveness, about not being aggressive about your beliefs, not forcing your beliefs on anyone else. Well, or I guess on this other person, since we're talking about this connection here, it will be important to helping this connection, being playful and lighthearted here, and maybe resting from things that are more serious, things that do maybe cause either one of you stress or issues, kind of taking a rest, having fun, being playful. Also with this card, with the reconsider, it's also giving me back, it's directing me back to this card about listening to your intuition or listening to messages from a higher power, and kind of using those messages. They could come in the form of, some people see numbers, and those numbers have a specific, they see those numbers a lot, and those numbers have a specific meaning, and you really kind of think about what you were thinking about when you saw those particular numbers every time you saw them, and then you can kind of get those messages from spirit, from a higher power, and decipher them by looking at what the numbers mean, that sort of thing. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing, but I think taking a rest, taking a break here, possibly from this connection as a whole, or just not from the connection, but just taking a rest and thinking about the best course of action for you here when it comes to this connection, the best course of action to maybe be assertive, to maybe make things more playful, to maybe heal yourself or help this other person heal. Those sort of things will help remove obstacles here and help improve this connection. So that is what I'm getting for those of you that chose pile number 2. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video and subscribe. That's all I have for you today. Bye. All right, hello to everyone who chose pile number 3. So, how can you remove obstacles in this connection? How can you fix problems here? We're going to go ahead and take a look at what the cards have to say. This is going to be advice from Spirit. So let's begin. First 2 cards are No Place Like Home and All That Glitters. So with the No Place Like Home card, this card may be advice to do things that make you feel secure. If this person makes you feel secure, and if this connection makes you feel secure, then that's good. And maybe if it doesn't, it could be time to work on that and to take necessary actions that will make you feel more secure in this connection here. Because No Place Like Home, this card can sometimes talk about a sense of comfort that, prevents you from, I guess, taking action to do something different. Or so maybe for some of you, doing something different in this connection to resolve these obstacles could be very necessary. Maybe you've tried other things that have not resolved obstacles, that have not fixed problems, and now it's time to do something that may be a bit out of your comfort zone, and that's a bit different, but that will ultimately be beneficial here with the No Place Like Home card. Hope I'm making sense there with it. Along with the All That Glitters card here, this could be that an obstacle, or the obstacle here, is dishonesty, possibly dishonesty when it comes to you, or dishonesty when it comes to this person, like either you or this person being dishonest, or it could be you or this person being not being who you truly are, and kind of making you seem like the person here, like one person or both of you here, making you seem like you're someone you're not, basically. And so that could be, like I mentioned, an obstacle or the obstacle that is in this connection. And whether it's you or whether it's this person, this is definitely advice to see, well, to be honest. First off, if maybe you are the one who's not being completely honest or not being completely who you are, like completely yourself, or just overall with all that glitters, it talks about seeing beyond the mask, seeing beyond the glitter, because they're saying all that glitters isn't gold. And so it's seeing beyond the superficial here when it comes to this person will be important for removing obstacles here, and for removing problems is always seeing this person beyond maybe their looks, their appearance, what they have, that sort of thing, and seeing who they truly are with this card. And then we have your desire is within reach and dietary change. So with your desire is within reach, have faith as everything is working out in your favor. With this card, this is important to affirm to yourself that you can get what you want out of this connection, that you can get your desire here when it comes to this connection, that you can make that happen. It does take some faith, as this card says, and I feel like it will also take some action on your part, mostly to communicate with this person to resolve some obstacles, some issues, like I mentioned with the honesty. And dietary change, to me, I just read this card. It could be literal, as in a dietary change could help if somehow diet or health is an obstacle here. But overall, it does talk about communication. So communication with this person is very important. Honest communication, communicating with this person, and knowing that you can get what you desire here, that you can talk to this person and work these obstacles out, work these problems out, get through them with this person through that communication. Then we have flirt. So communication, once again, very heavily, well, I guess just a theme here with the flirt card coming up again. Well, not again, but communication card. I consider this a communication card coming up again. So with flirt, if this is a romantic sort of connection, it could be that flirting with this person, and like this card says, extending a lighthearted energy to them could be very beneficial into resolving obstacles here, being flirty, being fun, being playful, lighthearted, not being so serious maybe. But just overall, whether this is a romantic connection or not, speaking to this person and extending your energy to this person, giving your energy, your time to this person, putting in some effort towards this person will improve this connection, and putting in that effort and being, honest and clear, being who you are, will improve this connection. Then we have act as if your partner is here and embrace your emotions. So like I was mentioning, it won't be for everyone where you're possibly not being honest or being yourself, but for those of you that may resonate, it's definitely, and even for all of you here, it's important to embrace your emotions, like this card says, to really feel your emotions here, feel your emotions when it comes to this person, when it comes to this connection, and to embrace them and accept your emotions, and to not be ashamed of, the way you feel about this connection, about this person, and to even communicate with this person your feelings is very important. With act as if your partner is here. For some of you, it could be that you are maybe not with this person, not near this person. It could be like long distance or something. And so acting as if this person is here with you, like in the present, and considering this person would help this connection. With this card, it says whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. So this card is, about acting like this person is with you, acting like this person is in your life, whether it's long distance or whether they're not in your life, or whatever situation is here, acting like they are and considering this person and being just considerate in general towards this person, especially when talking to them, and being considerate of not only your emotions but also their emotions will definitely help improve this connection here. And then we have the Judgment card, the Fool, and the Hanged Man reversed. So there definitely may be some of you here who this is someone who, like I mentioned, you're like possibly in separation, no communication, or it's just long distance, that sort of thing here. And with the Judgment card, if this is a situation of like you don't see this person, like this person is not here, is not in your life currently, this is advice to resolve obstacles here and issues here, to take action towards that person, to kind of bring them back into your life here, to talk to them if you're not talking, that sort of thing. And, if you are talking, if you are in communication or stuff like that, then with this Fool card, it's still about taking a risk here when it comes to this person, taking a risk to, be honest, to be open, to do something to make you feel secure in this connection, to, maybe suggest to this person a way that they can help you feel more secure. With the Judgment card, I feel that this card could be about releasing judgments of yourself or this person here, seeing this person for who they are, seeing yourself for who you are, embracing your emotions, embracing this person's emotions, being very open and non-judgmental in this connection, and being very trusting of not only this person, but also of yourself, and being able to trust that you can resolve these obstacles here, mostly through communication with these cards, but also through just believing you can resolve these obstacles, believing that they will go away, believing that your problems will be solved. And I think with the Hanged Man in reverse, though, taking action, like action on your part, will be very beneficial here to this connection, very beneficial to removing obstacles here. So that is what I'm seeing with these cards for those of you that chose option number 3. Thank you so much for watching this pick a card reading. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and like this video. That's all I have for you today. Bye. Alright, hello to everyone who chose pile number 4. So how can you remove obstacles in this connection? How can you solve problems here? We're going to go ahead and see what advice Spirit has for you here through these cards. So let's go ahead and begin. So first card is Regeneration. With the Regeneration card, regeneration talks of an ending, and so possibly an obstacle here could be that there's a sense of this connection being over for some of you, or it could be that something in this connection, like a part of this connection, ended. And this card is advice for, well, I guess it's kind of telling you that now is the time for something new to grow out of this, something new to sprout. Here you see this tree that is on like this lava rock, and it's regrowing. It died and now it's regrowing, and that's what the regeneration card is about, is something new growing out of something that appeared to be or was actually over and kind of dead in a sense. Kind of thinking about the Death card here, this card is similar to the Death card in an ending followed by a new beginning. And so we have ask for what you want, let the universe and other people know what you need. So this card, very straightforward. I'm definitely feeling that when it comes to this card, to resolve obstacles here and problems, telling this person what you want here, and even telling the universe, asking the universe for what you want here. Spirit will be very beneficial to helping this connection, removing these obstacles. Maybe just asking Spirit to remove these obstacles in this connection. Just asking for what you want, wishing for what you want. You see this boy here in this picture with the dandelion, and a lot of the times with dandelions, you kind of blow the dandelion and you make a wish. And so let your wishes be known by Spirit, as well as even this person. Let this person know that you're wanting this, that you wish this would happen in this connection, that sort of thing. Then we have release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. With this card, it could be that an obstacle here is that possibly an ex could be still in the picture here, or an ex is not in the picture, but someone is still not completely moved on from an ex, or just like a past love, that sort of thing. Could be possible that is an obstacle here with this release your ex card. And then so the advice to remove that obstacle would be, of course, to release that person, to kind of remove that person from your life, or suggest to this person that you're in this connection with you to maybe remove that person from their life. Or if it's not the person being in your lives, actually it's more about just that energy still being there, than releasing that energy of an ex. But release your ex can also not be about a person in particular, but it can be about past energy in general. And it doesn't have to be about specifically romantic relationships, but it could have been that either you or this person is still holding on to past hurts, past things that you both have, or one of you has been through, that is affecting this connection, is kind of posing, like it's being an obstacle here, because either you or this person is not completely moved on from that. And so it's, that new beginning needs to happen, that new growth needs to happen here, but there's still that lingering past energy here, whether it be from this connection or from different connections, or just releasing the past people, or the past in general, like mainly past issues, like releasing past energy and things like that is very important to removing obstacles here. Then we have treasure your loved ones. It's important to love others deeply. So really appreciating this person, and telling this person you appreciate them, showing this person you appreciate them, like this woman is doing with this child in this picture. I don't know exactly. I think she's making something, but yeah, I feel like just showing this person that you care about them, and really, even if you don't show it, just thinking about it and affirming to yourself that you do care about this person, you do treasure this person, and that you do possibly, love this person, that sort of thing, will help improve this connection and help kind of resolve some obstacles, especially if you are expressing it to this person directly, that for example, it goes back to asking for what you want, that you want to remove these obstacles, you want to improve this connection because you really care about this person, that sort of thing. Then you have base chakra. So with base chakra here, I feel like having a firm foundation in this connection, establishing a firm foundation, is very important to removing these obstacles and even preventing new obstacles. Is with the base chakra being grounded within yourself and doing what makes you feel secure and stable. With the base chakra here, not maybe doing something that you don't want to do, or something that doesn't make you feel secure and okay with it, if that makes sense. When it comes to this connection, doing what will make you feel good about yourself and secure in this connection is important. Doing what will kind of foster growth here, will kind of make something new happen from endings, from past hurts, either with this connection or with others' connections. I might even pull another card for this deck, for this pile, because there's a lot less cards than other piles. So let me pull another card real quick. Lots of chakra cards came out, which I didn't necessarily want, but I'll go ahead and start with them. We have third eye chakra reversed, as well as the throat chakra. Oops, you can't see. Throat chakra, the high priestess, and the 5 of cups. So advice here for some of you could be to listen to your intuition more when it comes to this connection and what you should do to remove these obstacles. But because I feel for a lot of you, your intuition is guiding you, because you have both the third eye chakra reversed and the high priestess. And so this card, it says listen. So listening to your intuition, listening to what you are intuitively feeling, what your gut is saying that you should do about this connection to improve it, to make it better, to remove these obstacles, is what you should do. Some of you may be kind of ignoring that. With throat chakra, communication is pretty important here, as it has been for most piles. When it comes to improving a connection with another person, communication is typically like number one. It's very important when it comes to solving problems. You know, communicating about the problems here with this person, like I mentioned, asking for what you want, telling this person what you want here out of this connection and seeing if they want the same, that sort of thing. With 5 of cups, I feel for a lot of you here, there definitely is some releasing that needs to be going on your end here, releasing the past. And with 5 of cups, it talks about being disappointed. And so a lot of you definitely have been disappointed with this connection, or even currently disappointed with this connection, not happy with how things have been going. And 5 of cups talks about focusing less on what has went wrong, what has went bad, and focusing more on what is currently good. We know what you still have. Focusing on the positives with this person and with this connection will help resolve obstacles here. And like I said, with the regeneration card, this will help you kind of have this regrowth from feeling like, or something in this connection actually being over, like kind of ending in a sense. Focusing less on that, whatever happened here or whatever is currently happening here, and focusing more on, the positives, the good things that could happen, or the good things that are happening with this connection with this person, will help kind of remove these obstacles, because some of these obstacles may definitely be kind of internal obstacles, I guess, within you that need to be released, and just past energy that needs to be released that happened with this person or with other people, disappointment and like I guess sadness that needs to be released. I know it's definitely hard to sometimes release things from the past, to see things positively, but I feel it's definitely going to be beneficial for you here and for this connection to focus more on the positive and listen to your intuition about what you can say to this person, about what you can do about this connection to remove these obstacles, other than kind of this internal self work, I guess. But yeah, I think that is all I have to say for those of you that chose option number 4. So thank you so much for watching this reading. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and like this video. That is all I have for you today. Bye. All right, hello to everyone who chose option number 5. So we're going to go ahead and get some messages from Spirit on how you can overcome obstacles in this connection. Let's take a look. First card, Truth Be Told. So when it comes to this connection and removing obstacles here, resolving problems, it's important for you to always tell the truth. To be truthful with this person, to be honest with this person, that's very important. For some of you, opening up your heart to this person, being more open, more honest is very important to improving this connection. Don't really have much else to say with the Truth Be Told card. besides that, it's very straightforward to me. And then we have autumn, we have practice, practice, practice. So with this practice, practice, practice card, I think this is a message of, things take time, and specifically with this reading, removing obstacles and learning how to solve problems in a connection with someone takes time, it takes practice, and if this is possibly your first time trying to remove obstacles at all, or maybe with this connection or something like that, it definitely may be difficult, but the more you practice, possibly being honest, or the more you practice, figuring out ways to solve problems, the better you'll get at it. And with the autumn card, this may be that in the autumn time, whenever that is going to be for you, like the upcoming autumn, is when you'll start to see these problems and these obstacles kind of be removed, kind of be resolved through your work, through your practice, removing those obstacles and problems and stuff like that. Then we have it is safe for you to love and free yourself. So with free yourself, it is time to take back control of your life. So with this card, this is similar to the overall energy of this reading. With this card, it's important to remember that you have control over your life, that you can do whatever you would like with your life, that you can really only control yourself and control what you do. And when it comes to removing obstacles with this person, you have the ability to do so. You have the ability to communicate with this person. So far, we really have only truth be told. That kind of gives me, some, advice for how you can directly solve these obstacles is by being truthful with this person, honest with this person, and you have the ability to do that. You have the ability to also open up your heart, which I also mentioned with truth be told. Opening up your heart here and affirming that it is safe for you to love. And with this card, it says open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So open your heart to not only giving, but also to receiving from this person, to receiving from yourself even, giving to this person, giving to yourself. And knowing that you have the ability to do that, that you can take control of your life and kind of take the reins when it comes to your life and move your life into whatever direction you want it to go in, and specifically move this direction to maybe not any direction you want it to go in, because of course this person does have a say, of course, as to what they want out of this connection, but knowing that you have the ability to do what you can to resolve obstacles and to resolve problems is very important. Then we have forgiveness. Nothing is gained by holding on to past disappointments. So with this card, a lot of you here may be needing to forgive this person, or the lack of forgiveness could be an obstacle here. The lack of being moved on from the past and letting go of past hurts, past issues could definitely be an obstacle here, and so that would be advice to work on that. For some of you, it could be that you have been hurt in the past, which is why you may close yourself off from other people. Well, I guess from this person in particular, in this connection, or maybe why you, may not be able to give to this person or receive from this person, is because you have been hurt and you're afraid of getting hurt again. And that's something that will be important for you to release and to heal from in order to improve this connection and to remove some obstacles here. Then we have the Empress, nurture. So with the Empress here, I feel with this card, once again, it kind of goes along with the being able to not only give and receive love, or just attention, affection, care from this person, this connection, but also being able to give and receive love from yourself. With the Empress coming up is very important here and will improve this connection, your self-love, and being open, opening your heart, opening up when it comes to being honest and truthful will help you improve this connection, will help remove obstacles here. Empress also talks about creativity, and so thinking about a creative way to remove the obstacles here would definitely be good here, being creative, maybe doing something a bit out of the ordinary, doing something that maybe you wouldn't typically do here to improve this connection. And like I mentioned with practice, it takes time, and it also takes practice to remove obstacles from a connection and to resolve problems. But it's important to know that you do have the power to do it, and that you can take control of your life. You can do what you can do everything you can do. Does that make sense? You have the ability to do anything you want to do, to make efforts towards resolving this situation with this person, to removing obstacles. And a lot of those obstacles, definitely, I'm getting with these cards, is coming from within you, and just not being as open as you could be towards this person, not being as honest as you could be, maybe not loving yourself as much as you could. Things like that could definitely be, internal obstacles that by working on them, you can help remove obstacles with this connection and problems with this connection. So that is what I'm getting with these cards. For those of you that chose pile number 5, I think that is all I have to say. So thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe and like this video. That's all I have for you today. Bye.